After the Fed chairman signaled that the pace of tightening would slow down, but rate hikes would continue, traders shifted their focus to the US labor market. Meanwhile, the greenback is strengthening against the basket of all currencies. Here are events that will have an effect on trader sentiment in the first half of the next trading week. On a Monday, China's General Administration of Customs will release data on the country's balance of trade and exports. It's China's export figures that most clearly illustrate the global consumption situation. According to the latest results, consumer spending is likely to remain sluggish. China's balance of trade is estimated to accelerate, but solely due to the difference between exports and imports. In the light of a 0.1% uptick in China's imports and a decrease in exports to 4.3% versus 5.7% in October, we may expect the Aussie dollar to go down. It's commonly known that Australia is China's leading exporter of commodities. On a Tuesday, the Eurozone will see the release of its retail sales data for September. Having spent 3 months in decline, the figures are now forecasted to rise by 0.3%. With the higher prices and the massive loans, the retail sector is now struggling as consumers prefer to spend less fearing the energy crisis. Still, there is a chance that economists might be wrong. However, if the figures come in line with the forecast, this will instill optimism in traders and help the euro partly recover against the greenback. All in all, the macroeconomic calendar will contain just a few interesting reports in the first half of the week, including data on China's inflation, which is due on Wednesday. In October, the country's consumer prices are estimated to come in at 2.5% year-over-year, following a 2.8% rise in September. Unlike in the rest of the world, inflation in China is still below the target, which is set at the rate of 3%. Moving away from the 3% target, a decrease in consumer prices may also signal a slowdown in economic growth. Meanwhile, a fall in producer prices may boost anti-risk sentiment as well as demand for safe havens, including the US dollar. You have watched Forex Trader Canada on InstaForex TV channel. We wish you profitable trading and have a nice weekend. See you on Monday.